Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa Carrillo and I'm going to share with you my journey with Squlpt. So I am 30 years old. I'm from San Jose, California. I am 5'6" and I'm 135 pounds. So I got Squlpt Abs 360 and BBL in on May 10th, 2023 of this year earlier. And I got a BBL because I work out so much and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And going in, my body goals were to have a flat stomach. Number one, flat stomach. And the added perk was to put my fat on my booty, toss it on my booty and my hips. So those were my body goals going in. And I came across Squlpt through Instagram. I have a mutual friend who liked a video and somehow it popped up on my newsfeed, so I was stalking Squlpt, as I'm sure everybody has, and I was looking at the results and how amazing they look, so natural, and I was just astonished. So that's how I saw Squlpt on social media, and it's very clear on their page, on Squlpt's page, that the procedure is done awake. So that was a huge other perk for me, that it was going to be done awake. And I've been wanting to get lipo since I was like 17 years old, but as I got older and I saw how invasive the procedure is and you're under and they cut you up, that's when I steered away from that, and I didn't want that anymore. And I saw the page of Squlpt and I was like, wow, this is actually a BBL. This is lipo. This is how it's done. Like, they're just laying there happy and smiling and eating snacks and on their phone, and I was astonished. It was amazing. The new era of the procedure, it's awesome. So yeah, my procedure was on May 10th of this year, earlier this year. So my friend and I drove, we're from San Jose, so we drove down to LA. It's like 5 hours away. And we took my Jeep, and in the back I made it all nice. I put the seats back so I'm able to lay down on my way back. And we got there the day before, we got a hotel. So the day of the procedure, it was at 7 a.m. that I had to be there. I got there, all the staff were so nice and friendly. The nurse took me into the room to take my vitals and my height, take the before photos. Then the surgeon came in and they marked me up with the Sharpie, let me know where the incisions are going to go, and asked me for my body goals, what I want, what it is that I want, and how do I want to look, and what I want to be achieved. So after that, I went to the procedure room. I was laid down. I was comfortable in there. They put a heater in there, music. They gave me Gatorade, snacks. And then the surgeon started to poke the incision holes. They're so tiny. They're like, the gadget looks like a pen, and she was able to cut my skin with that, so it was pretty amazing. And then they went in to make the hole a little bit wider for the cannula to fit in, but I didn't feel any of that. I was aware of it. I didn't feel anything. I did have laughing gas, so I was a little bit relaxed, and I did doze off here and there. I even FaceTime my husband to let him know where I was at, where I'm at, and the procedure and everything. So I was very aware of everything that was going on. The surgeon would tell me, turn this way, turn that way. And yeah, after the procedure was done, the nurses came in, they put my faja on and the foam boards around me. They walked me to the last room in the bag. They showed me how to use the BBL pillow, so I positioned it correctly and I'm comfortable. And then my friend and I took off. I was in the back and I laid on my stomach. We went to the hotel. I slept a lot. So that night I could not sleep. So I was just walking back and forth in the hotel hallway, just to, keep my body moving so I don't stiffen up and everything. But yeah, and then the next day, checkout was at 11. So we were back the next day. We made stops throughout the trip, the 5 hours, of course, for me to get down, use the restroom, and keep walking, keep mobile. So that was the day of the procedure. And then, yeah, so recovery time was very quick. I was so surprised. and very happy because I have 2 jobs. I don't have time to be, you know, sitting doing nothing for 2 whole months. Like, I'm a busy lady, so I don't have time for that. And recovery was so quickly, so I was able to work from home the first 3 weeks. I have a sit-stand desk at home, and in my office I was able to stand, and I was back at the gym by 8 weeks. So 2 months in, I was back at the gym like nothing, normal. I started off light, of course. I was on the treadmill and the stair stepper and the bicycle just to see where my body's at and how much I can handle. And I quickly moved up to weights. It was so nice. So yeah, that was the day of the procedure. No pain at all. I was awake. It was easy breezy, in and out. And if I had a chance to tell myself before the procedure, when I wasn't feeling my most confident, I would tell myself to keep my head up. I've always been a confident person, so that I wasn't lacking. But the fact that I work out 24/7 and I don't get the results that I want in my stomach area, then I saw Squlpt and I saw how the results looked. That's when it became crystal clear that Squlpt was for me, and that's when I pulled the trigger. So I'm glad I did end up doing that, the before me. So yeah, and then I booked the consultation and everything, and that's how the process started. So yeah, and for those considering Squlpt or any procedure within Squlpt, I would say go for it. Don't wait. I mean, do your research, do what you gotta do, but just go for it, honestly. I was trying to wait. My husband was like, wait till next year. I'm like, I waited 2 months. I was like, okay, it's just in my mind. Thankfully, I had the time, the resources, and the finances to get the process started right away. So that's why I pulled the trigger after 2 months. I'm like, look, in my mind, I was so set that Squlpt is for me, 100%. I didn't even bother looking at other places at all. And even if I did, I was just set in stone and in my soul that like Squlpt is for me. I trust them. I'm going to trust the process, and I'm not going to look fake or bubble butt as other procedures who give BBLs. So I'm so happy I went with Squlpt, honestly. Like, if that's what you're looking for, natural results, 100% recommend, go for it. And I'm happy I did. I would not turn back anything. And that was my story with Squlpt. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope you get to choose Squlpt to have your own journey in the process. Thank you. Bye.